Hey everybody, I want to welcome you back to Desert Sky Mystic. In this video, we are going to be doing our weekly pick a card reading. So the way this works is that here when we get started, and you can jump ahead in the timestamp as well to the meditation. It's just a quick, maybe 30-second minute meditation where we take a second, kind of tune in, take a deep breath, and decide which card is reaching out to us. And these are actually going to be accompanied with crystals too. So you can also use the crystal. And based on what card you pick and what crystal you pick, that will be your reading for the week. So I know that that may be a little confusing, but just jump into the meditation part. You'll figure it out really quick. So, one of the other things I really like about this type of reading, it doesn't really matter when I actually post this. I mean, you can be watching this 2 years from now. And if you were attracted to this video, this isn't date specific. If you're attracted to this video and you go in and we do the meditation and a card or a crystal calls out to you, that's your reading for the week. So, I really like that because these then become timeless almost, and they show up for you when you need them. So, last thing is after you select your card, you can there's going to be chapters. You can see it in kind of the timeline there on the video, or if you want to drop down into the description area, there are also chapters that you can just click and jump ahead to the card that you picked. So they'll be labeled 1 through 5, and you pick your card, you jump ahead to your reading, the one that called out for you, and that will be your reading for the week. So once again, thank you for joining. I look forward to seeing what this reading has for you this week, and we'll see you in there. Okay, we got everything set up here now. For video purposes, this is going to be card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, card number 4, and card number 5. Now, as we go through this, as we go through our meditation, if there's a crystal that calls out to you, or you can just focus on the card, whatever works for you, the first thing that pops in your mind is the right choice, and that is the card that you're going to want to get your reading for. So let's go on and get started here. What I'm going to ask you to do is sit in your seat, feet flat on the ground. I want you to take a deep breath in and exhale. Now I want you to reach out. Think about the cards that are laid in front of you. We have card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, card number 4, and card number 5. Or think about the crystals. Just focus on the layout and which one pops to mind, which is the first card or the first crystal that pops into your head. And that is the card for you for this week for your reading. Okay, everybody, welcome. If you selected card number 1, or if you were drawn to the Azurite up here, you are in the right place. This is the right reading for you. So let's go on and see what the week has in store for you. Flip these around here. Okay, 10 of Cups. That's a great way to start out. So 10 of Cups is extreme fulfillment, basically everything that you desire, everything that you wish, or I mean, maybe not in the course of the week, everything, but it's going to be a good week. You're going to be feeling really satisfied, within your relationships, within your work, with the things you've been going on. A very positive week. It should be a very happy week for you. Let's see what kind of clarifications are popping up as well. We got the Miser, we have the Letting Go card, and the Breakthrough. Okay, very nice. Okay, makes a lot of sense. Okay, to get over here to this 10 of Cups, what we're looking at is we've been holding on to something, and it may be something that we think is good as well. I mean, this could be, this, as you see the Miser here, you have this lady here, and she looks very well-to-do. She's holding on to a lot of treasure. But if you can see, there's a brick wall being built. Her clothes are kind of shabby. Her hair is kind of gray. Her skin is gray. you know, she just doesn't look very happy. She's holding on too tight. So what this card is really speaking to is letting go of whatever this is for you. You know, and the next card really plays out very nicely within this reading, and which is the letting go card. And the letting go card is, it really speaks to the idea that everything has its time and its place to end. So good things must also come to an end. Bad things, of course, do as well, but you know, there's a time and a place for everything, whether it's good or whether it's bad. It's time to let go. And given that everything is gray and gloomy and dark and kind of just not really in a good place here, we're moving out of this energy of holding on to whatever it is you're holding on to and letting that go. And the timing's just right. It happens when it's supposed to happen, which of course leads to the breakthrough, which is just, you know, something is just changed, something significant has changed, you know, whether it's a new thought, a new job, a new breakthrough in a relationship, whatever that is for you for this week, there's going to be something that just releases and everything's going to snap into place, which leads us to our Ten of Cups, and it's going to leave us feeling great for this week as we move forward. Okay, so that is my reading that I have for the Ten of Cups for card number 1. Let's see here. Of course, if this resonated with you, please like the video. And as always, would love it if you would subscribe to the channel. That helps us out quite a bit. And that's what I got for this week. So we will see you next time. Hey everybody, want to welcome you to your reading. If you picked card number 2, or if you were drawn to the Aventurine pyramid here, you're in the right spot, and this is the reading for you. So let's see what this week has in store for you. Now, of course, these are snapshots of the energies that we are working through for the week. Okay, the world, but you know, that's a great way to start. World, everything is working out. You know, the world is in your hands. Everything you need, everything you want, all of those things are just kind of aligned, and things are moving the way that they're supposed to for you this week. Let's see here. What are clarification cards are? Some more information about this week here in that wonderful world card. Okay, very interesting. So it looks like maybe there's been kind of a breakthrough here, or something you've been working on for quite some time. Let's unpack this here. So first and foremost, the thing that jumps out at me is the morality card. And the morality card is a card of basically you are playing by somebody else's rules. You know, you are going through a system. Religion is a great, I always use religion for some reason. Religion is a great example of this. So, you know, sometimes people are in a religion and they go through the motions and they're really not into it, but that's what they are raised with and so forth. So, what the morality card really speaks to is the idea that you have been going through the motions. You've been playing by a set of rules that doesn't serve your highest purpose. You don't feel like you really align with it. You're not connected with it, but you've been doing it anyway, probably for the good of other people, over yourself, you know, making other people happy. And that's something you've been working on, transitioning kind of out of, getting into shedding some of that stuff to where you can get into a spot where, you know, life is really kind of more aligned with you. And I think you have gotten there, given that these other cards, I mean, first we have the Innocence card here, and the Innocence card it looks like, the Innocence card speaks to a person who is a master. I mean, you have this older monk looking gentleman here, and he has a lot of experiences. He's very wise, and all of that wisdom and all those experiences have led him to this point where he's trying to enjoy the simpler things in life. He's sitting under a beautiful tree. He's looking at this praying mantis here, and he's happy. He's enjoying the simpler things in life. He's uncomplicated his life. And as that relates to the morality card, again, I really feel like you've kind of come to a decision point, or you've gotten through the other side to where you're kind of shedding some of those things that no longer serve you. This has been, it looks like this is something you've been working on for a while. We have our guidance card over here, and you can kind of see back over here, there is a woman, and she is doing work. She's working on whatever it is, her skill, her trade, her craft, maybe something internally. But this has been guided. There's been divine guidance in there. There's been, a spiritual move forward here, which really resonates with me with this overall reading, because you are kind of shedding these things to move from point A to point B in your life. And to me, that's you're moving forward on your life path, your journey, your purpose, the reason why you're here. But whatever this is for you, this is something that you have shed away. It was a set of rules or principles that you live by that no longer served your highest best interest, no longer made you happy, and you've recognized that, and you've made a healthy step away from that, which has put you in a really good place. Everything is working out well. You're happy, you feel good, the world looks good. So, congratulations on that. And if you're still working through this process at this point in time, you're not quite there yet, guess what? We have good news in our future here. So very good reading for you for this week. I don't know if we're at the end of this, or just starting this, or, if this is something you're coming to realize. However that resonates with you, it's obvious that we are moving from kind of a cloudy, darker place that you weren't very happy to, to a place where you are extremely happy and feel like a lot more of yourself. Okay, so that's what I have for this week for the card number 2 reading. As always, please, if this video resonates with you, please like the video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the description box below or the comment box below. And then, of course, subscribe. Always subscribe if you wouldn't mind. That really helps us out. Thank you. We appreciate that. Okay, so that's what I got for this week, and we will see you next time. Hey everybody, welcome. If you selected card number 3, or if you're drawn to the pink quartz sphere here, you are in the right place. This is the right reading for you. So let's jump on in and see what the week has in store, see what kind of influences, energies we are working with this week. Okay, Ace of Cups, very nice. New emotions, new energy, new passions. Really kind of moving in on you here for this week. Let's take a look and see what that entails. See how this all fits together here for this week for you. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so okay, now that I'm seeing all the other cards here, I'm really starting to, I actually think this is, kind of a new way of feeling, almost of release. I mean, again, I think there's that passion and this kind of love, but I almost get the sense that this is more of a release with energy here, and that it's almost like you're clearing out, and of course the card doesn't show it. I almost feel like, you're kind of clearing out some of, what I always like to call, black, which is other people's energy, and really shedding some things away here, grounding some things out of your life. So yeah, very interesting. And here's where I'm seeing it. Here's where I'm feeling it. Here's why I think I'm being pulled in this direction. We have a couple interesting cards here. We have the past lives card, and we have the fighting card. And the past lives card, in this particular setting, it really speaks to the idea that we oftentimes get stuck in cycles. And of course, the past lives, when you talk about reincarnation and coming back over and over again, it speaks to the idea of getting stuck in cycles. And then we have our fighting card here, which is really kind of just a pure single-minded focus on just fighting, grinding it through. You have your armor, and all you're concerned about is making sure everybody in your way gets knocked down, gets knocked out, whatever that is. So I think that there's been this real, we'll call it passion, a real emotion, this real anger, this real drive that you've been kind of working through. And this has actually been something that feel like is a recurring cycle, or it has been, and you've been trying to figure that out. So what's nice about all of this, though, is I think that that is over, because we have our letting go card. And the letting go card, there's a couple different ways to look at this. Of course, all has to do with the name of the card, letting go. But in this particular situation, it also speaks to the timing of things. So I think this is for this week, either what you're moving into or what you're going to be working through in this week is really understanding and realizing that the time is now, and this is going to happen very naturally for you. I don't think there's any work you're going to have to do on this. Just like the water dripping off the leaf, it happens in its own time. And this cycle that you've been working through, these emotions that you've been feeling, have all been kind of in place for a reason. But now that's about to stop. That's about to be let go, which is leading to what I feel like is this clearing of these emotions and these cycles and these energies, and just kind of just being ready to be done with all of that and move forward and step on the next phase of your life, and get rid of this gray, cloudy negativity, and break yourself out of this cycle here. So I think it's going to be a very productive week for you in terms of breaking free of this cycle and starting to feel better about yourself here as we move forward for the week. So great reading. Sorry that you're dealing with some of this more negative stuff and some of these emotions, but hey, we have to go through that stuff sometimes to help us process what we're dealing with and help us grow. Growth doesn't come wrapped in presents and with flowers and bouquets. It's usually getting beat up. It's usually getting knocked down. It's usually learning hard lessons. That's where we grow. So I really feel like for you, this has been a period of growth. That the good news for you is that this is about over, and you're cleared out, and you're going to move forward with a new vigor and a new passion as you move forward from that. So yeah, great reading. So that's what I have for card number 3. If this resonated with you, please like the video. If you have any comments or questions, leave those in the comment box below, and I will do my best to answer them as quickly as possible. And of course, if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot. We really appreciate that. So that's what I have for week 3. If you picked, or week 3, card 3, if you picked card 3, or if you were attracted or drawn to that pink quartz. So thank you once again, and we will see you next time. Hey everybody, welcome. If you selected card number 4, or if you were drawn to, I think this is a blue lace agate, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. If you're drawn to that crystal, you are in the right spot. So let's see what this week has in store for you. Okay, Knight of Cups. Card of romance, card of creativity, charm, nice little roses here. Let's see. Okay, well, looks like it may be a very interesting week for you. If this resonates with you, what it looks like we have happening right now is that you are potentially wooing a couple different people here. Or perhaps you are dating 2 different people and you're trying to figure out which way to go, or something along those lines. This looks like there may have been something to do, maybe this is in your social circle in one way or another, as I am reading here over the participation card. That generally means working with other people. So in this particular instance, I almost get the feeling that these 2 people are maybe in that social circle in one form or another. And when when the news gets out here, it's going to be an issue. And we also have here the suppression card, which looks like that this decision, this thing that you're in right now, is weighing pretty heavily on you. The suppression card has this big stone pillar coming down on this person, you know, is tied down with ropes, the walls are cracking around. So difficult spot. You're not really sure what to do. You're trying to figure it out. The two different people looks like it is very unique people, and you like them both very much in, you know, for who they are, but they're both two different people. So very interesting dilemma that it looks like you may be into for this week. Let's see here. Actually, yeah, I mean, to me, that's a pretty cut and dry reading for you this week. So, what I would do is understand that this is going to have to come to a head if if you want to get out of this if you want to move away from the suppression energy here, you're going to have to make a decision. You know, likely what'll end up happening, to be quite honest with you, a lot of times in these cases, especially if they truly are in a social circle, is that there's probably going to be some blowback of some sort or another, and you may end up not being able to seal the deal with either of them, especially if they don't know right now, and they find out from other people. Especially, I think that's going to be a bad thing for you on here. So what I would encourage you to do this week is really think about this, really make a decision on how you're going to proceed, and best of luck to you. This is a tough situation that you kind of found yourself in here, but this will work out. You know, I mean, even if this blows up on you, we always get ourselves into these situations for reasons, and perhaps the reason for this is to learn that lesson that this is not a pleasant place to be, and that, you know, these things really don't work out so well a lot of times, especially if you know, people have some serious feelings here, you know, and if not, maybe the feelings aren't that serious here, and you kind of skate out of this. But I have a feeling that at least on your end, you feel that they are. You feel like there's going to be some blowback, because if this wasn't worrying you, whatever this decision is, maybe this scenario, if that wasn't worrying you, I don't think that you would have all this pressure on you, and I don't think you'd be feeling kind of out of sorts about this. So yeah, so if this that's what I got. If this reading resonates with you, first off, I'm sorry you're having to deal with this. Second off, do me a favor, like the video so I can tell, I look at the likes to see how effective, how helpful the videos were for people, or are for people. So please like the video, and of course, as always, subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. It helps us out. And of course, the notification bell's up there as well if you want to be notified when new videos are released, which we do multiple times throughout the week. Again, I hope this has helped. Thank you for joining me today if you picked card number 4, and we will see you next time. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. If you picked card number 5, or if you were drawn to the Shiva Lingam, I believe is how you pronounce that, a grounding stone, great stone, beautiful stone. So yeah, if you were drawn to the stone or card number 5, you are in the right place. So let's go on and see what card number 5 has for you for this week. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Let's see. Of course, Wheel of Fortune means fortune's coming or going. Anything can happen. Actually, it looks like this is going to be kind of a week of trying to figure out, just like the wheel says, if you're coming or going here. It looks like you're all over the place, actually. And I don't know what this is related to, but it looks like some highs and some lows, and maybe your emotions are kind of over the place. It looks like there's some you're happy at some parts, you're anxious in others, and then we have this other card that's full of possibilities. So let me kind of unpack this here and kind of show you what I'm seeing. So obviously the Wheel of Fortune here, I mean, things can go your way, things cannot go your way. It's all luck, it's all chance at this point. You got the big dice that she's wearing there. You have the different energies flowing in. You got the you kind of see here the white cloud energy coming up and the darker cloud energy coming up. So it can go either way for you here, and I think it actually does go both ways for you throughout the course of this week. The next card we have here is the Nothingness card, and in and of itself, the Nothingness card kind of looks like a bad card, but for me, I like this card. It's just a straight black card, and really what it speaks to is the idea that this week will be full of potentials, full of possibilities. Anything kind of goes. So the Nothingness card to me isn't really a negative card. A lot of times when I get this card in readings, it's basically saying that, you know, everything in front of you is going to be opening up. You're going to have all kinds of choices, that this week or that reading or whatever that situation is full of potential. So the way that this usually shows up for me is kind of a very positive forward movement type of deal. Now, we do have, it looks like some ups and downs. We have the guilt card and we have the playfulness card, which are two kind of extremes on, you know, the mindset for the week. But let's just kind of go through here. This guilt card. So, of course, the guilt card could mean literally guilt, but other things that it speaks to, if you notice here, you have these hands kind of reaching out of these dark gray clouds in this mountain, and it's pulling, and she's pulling her hair, and she's miserable, she's not feeling good. So this really speaks to anxiety. It speaks to those things that are stuck in your brain, those cycles, the things you keep replaying and repeating in your head. You're stressed, you're anxious, you know, there's something going on here that's really kind of got you down in the dumps. And it just keeps cycling and playing out within your own head. So not a great place to be in terms of when we feel that way. And then we move on here to the next card, which is just the playfulness card, you know, and this is happy, joking around, has the clown face on, throwing these light sparkles in the air, dancing around. So again, a very different extreme from the guilt card. But what's nice about this is I think that you are actually moving towards, the way that I feel this energy is moving is towards this playfulness. So, you know, I think at the beginning of the week or beginning of this, whatever this cycle is that you're dealing with here, it is saying it's going to go both ways. And the backing that up with the Nothingness card here, that, you know, there's all kinds of possibilities. But I think that the first little dip here, you're going to be in the dumps. You know, something's really going to be bothering you, something's going to be eating away at you, but you're going to figure that out. I would recommend probably really going inward on this, whether it's meditation or doing some self-care things, you know, like the salt, you know, some salt baths, Epsom salt baths, massages, you know, pedicures, any of those things that really help you relieve stress. Because what you really need to do here is get your mind around whatever this is and let that go, release it, and understand that whatever is bothering you here is not it's not going to do you any good holding on to it and letting these things continue to pick at you. And I do think that that this one is going to end. I mean, you do already have these nice little flowers in this tree kind of coming down, I think, into your space to help you deal with whatever this little bit of madness is that you're dealing with right now. But to further reinforce that, we move right over in this playfulness energy. So I do think that you kind of shake that off for this week. I think this is a temporary deal. I think whatever it is really going to bug you for when it does bug you. But I think you're going to shake that off and move into an energy of playfulness. You're going to be happy again. And maybe this is what you're dealing with throughout the week and week closer to the weekend. Maybe you have something planned with some friends and you're looking forward to it, and you can just go out and let all this go and have a good time, which will be a nice cap to your week here. So, so yeah, I think that that's what I have for this week for you, card number 5. If this resonates with you, let me know. Like the video if you wouldn't mind. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. Would love to hear from you. I'm more than happy to answer whatever I can answer, and I'll get to those as soon as I possibly can, of course. And then, as always, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if this resonated with you. If you like these readings, help us out. Subscribe to the channel. It does help us out. We really appreciate it. Okay, so that's what I have for this week. Thank you once again for joining us, and we will see you next time.